It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And away we go from Nashville. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
They give to Irving to start this drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Here we go.
Putting the tight end in motion. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Here he goes, third and long. Brought in downfield by Otten. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, I love that.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Come on.
From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Still sticking with the passing game. This one's caught. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Going power with a big tight end. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's fourth down.
For the field goal, a 20-yard attempt.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker want to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Here's Chimere DK on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Titans now to get their first drive of the game. And leading them out, someone who plays with his own signature brand of hero ball at quarterback. It's Cam Ward.
I look at Cam, and I just see such an experienced, sturdy dude. Life experience all over the place in college, all across the country. And because of it, Tennessee wanted to build around him. A big part of why they took him 1-1. This guy's gritty, he's tough, he's sturdy.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Short pass brought in. And he reaches the 35 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Craft all 80. Let's go.
Ward off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
35-yard line.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Third and long for him here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
First down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
49-yard line.
Here we go.
Again, Ward going to the air. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be touchdown. Brock looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
He finds Tigger Cockrell for the grab. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down, play action. Into the hands of Cole. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Stopped by Cedric Gray. Second down now, they need 7. Evans, the motion man here.
At the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw here. Gets it to him on the screen. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. New set of downs for him and starts at the 38. On first down, they're going to run with Irving. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
It's second and 8.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Down the field, Evans has it. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers hold a slim 2-point lead early. Mike Evans with the touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 3. Fox now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Ward. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. The Buccaneers leading so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break.
Here we go. Strike.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Zero hit Ridley, complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
That's good for a Titans first down.
That play straight ahead. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First and 10 here. Ward. Connecting on the slant. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They strike for 23 yards. And the Titans have a first.
Come on, come on.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
At the Bucs 14-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Flushed out of the pocket. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Gain of 6. That's another Titans first down.
Here's Ward. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a second quarter lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Titans take a 4-point lead.
The score, Titans 14, Buccaneers 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
I'll throw it. He's gonna keep it this time. And into the slide he goes after a gain of close to 5 block. That will bring up third down.
Here we go, here we go. Empty.
Back to throw. Got his man. It's on him. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Come on, come on.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Reno.
Irving here from the gun. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
That's another Buccaneers first down. A gain of 5.
Once again, Irving. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Again for the first time to Rashad White. Fights his way through a tackle. And he runs out after a very nice game. They're going to have to hang on to that momentum, though, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Irving on the inside give. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war in field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Rolling from the gun here. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
It's a gain of 5.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
For the Buccaneers field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Now on the return, here's DK. Good work so far, he's got room. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
First and 10 at the 28.
Now Ward. Escapes the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Liking it.
The give here on second. He's got it in the red zone. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
Hey, smash up.
They give it to him again. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. Ward now. He rolls to his right. This one's caught. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
76, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. And he has the Tennessee touchdown. The Titans will add to their lead at the end of the half. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Titans grow their lead to 8. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Johnson now on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a one-possession game, Brock. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. Now the starters likely checked out for the final time. Time now for guys to make their case for roster spots as our second half is underway. Coverage team gets him down between. Six-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Titans to the line now. First and 10.
Here we go.
Ward's going to throw it. Hits his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd and 3 now.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3
Come on.
at the 33-yard
Pass
line.
the 60. Pass the go.
Shotgun snap down to Ward. He throws a bullet to the center of the... That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans grow the lead coming out of halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Titans lead by 15 now.
28, Buccaneers 13.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field.
Bronco quick.
And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. 1st down, and they go right back to it. Up to the races, middle of the field. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers start the second half with some needed points.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. That is exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers get it back to within 1 score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Now on the return, here's DK. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Titans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down throw here for Ward. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Ward off the play fake. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
That one's complete, right side. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense getting him down behind the line. 3rd down. Bucs in the dime set defensively.
Here we go. 7 targets. Liking. 8 6.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Completed to his running back. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
Ready, go.
Back to throw it. He's got it to his running back. And they bring him down around the 34. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs instead, they pick up the 1st. Again, Ward going to the air. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And they'll pitch it out to him. That's the tackle. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
He's tackled at the 35-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Come on.
Throw here, 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him. altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready? Panthers Warriors 70. Ready?
He'll throw it. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. First and 10 from the 32.
Alert!
Drive begins with a run by Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11.
Here we go, here we go.
And in motion, headed right. Throwing it on second down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. Coming to the line for another first and 10. Look to throw. That's complete. Dialing up McMillan again. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
Let's go now.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Chance to move the chains here on third and 4.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Looking in the air here. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A gain of 15 there. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Alert!
They're going play action. It's complete to Tez Johnson. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
Check!
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Go!
Buccaneers, first down.
Viking 18!
A gain of 12.
Straight ahead. It's Irving. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
Ready, break!
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Here we go, here we go!
And 4.
Gotta be lying!
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Offense to line. This is second and 4. Right back to Irving now. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
On the go!
A gain of 2 brings up third and 2.
Motioning the tight end now.
60 Bison, 60 Bison!
Throwing now on third and 2. So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. This is from 35 out on the left hash.
A 35-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Titans and Cam Ward headed back out on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense.
Hey, ready!
Throwing now on first down. Ward bails out of the pocket quick. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Sending him on the dive. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3.
Come on!
Back-to-back carries here. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Tennessee first down. From the gun, it's Ward. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's second down.
Cup 19, Cup Coogan.
Ward setting the pass. incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, right?
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. He's got it at the 6. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Looking inside the red zone. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock is nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
Leads to second and goal.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Titans stretch it to a 2-score game in the fourth. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Nope. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 33-yard line.
This is Irving on second. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 4 yards. And a first down.
Rolling from the gun here. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he has him right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short.
A gain of 12 yards. That's a
Hey, hey.
Here's the give to Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Offense in the hurry up here.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 6.
Gun snap, they'll throw. On the slant, complete to Johnson. Down to the 10. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now within 1 score in the fourth. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers trim the deficit down to 5.
Buccaneers 30.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Now on the return, here's DK. Jukes away from 1. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Titans and Cam Ward headed back out on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First down throw here for Ward. Headed out right. He's keeping it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Throwing off the play fake. Okonkwo brings it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans make it a two-possession game here in the fourth. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a two-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation. In a state of urgency, got to be at sky high right now.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Buccaneers need to score quickly.
At the 26-yard line.
No.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready.
Here's the throw. A throw left side finds Johnson. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Ready.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80.
They are throwing it again. Gets this to Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 23-yard line.
A 5-yard pickup on
Bronco
the play.
quick. Bronco
And
quick.
it's 3rd
Now
down.
to throw. It's on target to Johnson. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Still sticking with the passing game. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10.
They're going to pass it here.
From 16-yard line.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line.
First down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This one's going to hit the ground. It's incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this one is over. The Titans get the first down. That should finish off this victory for them.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ward off the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
We always hear about a tight end as a quarterback's best friend. That play is so indicative of it, Kate. You love a big target, and you know if you could hit him in stride, he's got a chance to get some big yards after the catch.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on 1st down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Here's Ward to throw. Brought in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Tennessee calling it 2nd timeout now. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down.
Rig. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes this one in for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans making a 3-score game in the 4th. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Titans go up by 19.
49, Buccaneers 30.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10.
Fix the evil.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. On the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10.
24-yard line.
Here he goes. One final shot. Downfield. He's got McMillan. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. So this winds up a win for the Titans. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count.